I had a vision of your arrival.
Well, ain't you creepy?
I have had psychic powers since I was a child.
Yeah.
It started when a spoon I carelessly tossed bent.
Probably because you threw it on the counter.
As it turned out, I didn't really have psychic powers. It just fell off the table and bent. But I'm still pretending that I'm psychic. You didn't hear any of that. I am Sabrina, and this is my battle jumpsuit.
Oh my. Her boobs make her look top heavy.
Wow, I forgot that was her outfit in this game. They really changed it in later games. Oh, I forgot to heal. It's bad. No, in later games they just give her a just a sleeveless shirt and jeans.
Oh, that's pretty simplistic.
Yeah, as I said, they really changed how she looks in later games. Just sleeveless shirt, jeans.
Yeah, we thought the jumpsuit was a little bit showy over tits.
Oh, but the sleeveless shirt has it. The low-cut sleeveless shirt. I don't know. It's just hit everything with a tidal wave. That's a pretty good strategy. I don't know. Body slam it. Mimes hate being body slammed. If you run into a mime and you want it to leave you alone, next time you see a mime, just body slam it, like, or make a tidal wave hit it. Mimes hate tidal waves. It makes the water just run all over their makeup, and they get really frustrated. And they're like, "Oh, I can't be a mime now because I don't have any mime makeup."
A bunch of people running around like France, like pouring buckets of water on mimes.
Oui, like, a pizza dude man guy.
Is this the ice bucket challenge? No.
Yes, for all of my French mime hating viewers. Okay, so here's another one. Sabrina uses a Venomoth. It is bug poison type.
I think they just needed creepy Pokemon because there's not a lot of ghost Pokemon in this one.
This is a psychic gym.
Psychic. God damn it.
Okay, there's her Alakazam. That's her big one.
Wasn't she like really creepy in the anime?
Yeah, in the anime, they made her fucking twisted.
Like, that scared me when I was a kid.
In the anime, she would just like... She would mentally torture her gym trainers that were in there with her. Like, just like, fuck with their minds when they said anything that made her upset. And then, she would challenge you to a Pokemon battle, in which she would use telepathy to communicate with her Pokemon and give them directions, which, that was kind of cool. But then, if you lost a battle, she would transform you and your friends into dolls.
Yeah.
And then play with you like toys.
That freaks me out so bad. And that's probably why I don't like dolls. Or like
it was
any
really
doll thing.
scary.
So creepy.
Alright. Please take this TM with you. It's probably Calm Mind. Right? Psychic power. Everyone has psychic power. People just don't realize it. Cool. Everyone has psychic power, Rosie. Sabrina just said so. Use your psychic power, Rosie.
No, because if I try it, I'll fuck up and it'll glitch out and it'll be all sorts of mess everywhere. I mean, think of how my brain is clumsy now. If you just give me psychic powers, we would have a lot of mess on our hands.
Is that right?
Don't you think so?
I guess.
Also, the hat I'm drawing on you is really not looking like a fedora.
It's fine. I wear a Trilby.
God damn it. I know. Trilby. Trilby is the right word.
Trilby.
Trilby.
That's a Pokemon. I'm just kidding. It's not. It sounds like it.
It does sound like
Go, it. Trilby!
Dude, they're gonna make clothing Pokemon that you can wear.
I mean, they have Stranger Things, so why not?
Stranger Things is a good show.
Yes, it is. Okay, where to now? Now we can surf, and so we have a lot more places we can go to.
Isn't it nice when you can surf?
Yeah, so we're going to explore just a lot of stuff with surfing now. Let me think here. What's over... We can just fly to Route 4? Why, is there a Pokemon Center over there? Where does this fly us to? Oh, it's... Oh, got it. Okay. We don't want to go here. I was just curious. I know for sure we're going to go to the power plant and catch a power plant Pokemon, because it'd be really nice if we got... something that was electric type, because since we lost Game Grump, we don't have an electric type anymore, and it might be nice to have an electric type Pokemon later. So like I said, that really is the best way to take care of that Gyarados that our rival has. And an electric-type Pokemon will also be really helpful against Lorelei later on. Because even though Lorelei is the Ice-type trainer, most of her Pokemon are also Water-type. I think the only exception is Jinx. So really, electric-type Pokemon just blast through everything. Because, I mean, if you want to use, like, a Fire-type Pokemon, you're going to run into trouble with, you know, most of them being Water-type. Mm-hmm. Fighting-type Pokemon work okay, except for the Jinx. So I think it always just makes sense to bring an electric type to fight Sabrina with. We can just ignore this tentacle synthetic orchestra. I wanted to come down here because I think there's a trainer down here we can fight.
You know?
I know we can't do this yet.
I am a little sad that they did not do an Alolan Jinx.
Yeah.
There's a lot of potential for that.
I saw a few cool ideas, like a hula dancer Jinx and a mermaid Jinx.
Oh, a mermaid Jinx would be hilarious.
Yeah, but they just don't do much with Jinx anymore.
Yeah. Maybe they think it's awkward.
I think so. Well, because Jinx originally used to be black, and it wasn't a problem in Japan, but when it went overseas, like, it got under such scrutiny that they changed it to purple. And I think it's just one of those things like Porygon. They just don't like doing much with it anymore.
People don't do much with Porygon anymore?
Well, they do plenty with Porygon in the games, but, and I don't know if this still holds true, but for the longest time, they avoided ever using Porygon in the anime. After the big problem with Porygon they had in the anime, which I'll talk about in case you don't know, they stopped showing Porygon in the anime. They never, ever had Porygon 2 appear, and so I don't know if they ever rectified that, if they ever had like a Porygon Z episode or anything like that. I don't know. But they avoided like all Porygon references after the Porygon episode. So in Gen 1, it's the only episode of Pokemon to be internationally banned. There's a banned episode of the original season of Pokemon, which was the episode that showed off Porygon. It's called Electric Soldier Porygon. And the reason the episode was banned was because in the episode there is a sequence with flashing red and blue colors. And it's so fast that certain kids that were very sensitive to lights actually had epileptic seizures. So several kids around Japan got seizures, and a lot of other kids got like headaches and migraines and stuff like that. So because of the seizures, they banned that episode of Pokemon, which makes sense.
Because, you know, seizures are scary.
Yeah, and they never tried to, like, edit it and re-release it. They just kind of, because they thought there might be some, you know, trauma, so they just stopped using Porygon at all in the anime. And after that episode aired, there was, like, I think a several-month hiatus of the show.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. I think that's what, there was a hiatus. I know there was a hiatus. I think it was a couple months, but maybe it was shorter.
Is that why people used to think Pokemon was the devil?
I know. Because people thought that before already.
I'm totally joking.
I know. But yeah, that was that whole thing. Okay, so if we surf out this way, we can reach the power plant and catch ourselves an electric Pokemon. I think if we wanted to, we could also go fight Zapdos, but we're not gonna catch Zapdos. Because we're not allowed to. A, it probably won't be the first wild Pokemon we encounter, and B, one of our rules is no legendaries. So we can't use it. No legendaries.
Nothing special. Just the plain old boring normal ones.
They're fine. What is boring about these Pokemon? I've got a nine-tailed fox, a pitcher plant.
The pitcher plant's definitely boring.
A hedgehog. A Dory from Super Mario 64, a really big bird with a long beak, and a bat with a giant mouth. You know, I think the most boring one is the bird. It's just, hey, what kind of Pokemon is that? It's a really big bird. What does it do? Fly and peck at things.
So, basically, Ho-Oh.
Wow, you come all the way here? And maybe you're a Pokemaniac too. Want to see my collection? We can be best friends and text each other all the time. I'll give you my friend code, and we can battle Pokemon. And then, if you really like, we could also, I could give you my Skype, and actually, no one uses that anymore. I'll give you my Discord, and
Yeah, no one really uses Skype anymore, do they?
No, they all use Discord now.
It's Discord.
It's like Skype, but with no video. So
That's just a phone!
It's just a chat room!
What the? No! What? It's not Skype at all!
It's Skype with no video.
That's just not Skype.
You can use voices and you can use text chat. And it's the new one that everyone's using.
That's terrible.
We like downgrading!
What the fuck? You're supposed to upgrade with technology, not downgrade. What the hell?
It's funny.
It's like government.
No, I mean the whole thing is a lot of people think that Skype's gotten too commercialized and too complicated, and Discord is really quick and easy.
That's what she said.
But I guess.
No, it was really bad.
Alright, we're gonna catch a Pokemon, so we'll
But
switch to Icran Girl and knock
If you
him asleep.
want a chat room, there's like fucking Facebook Messenger and all that shit.
Yeah, but like, just wanted to connect with people online and remain anonymous, you know?
Well, sorry, buddy, but anonymity's dead.
That is not true, because we literally have a group called Anonymous that is completely anonymous.
But I mean... Like,
alright, we're getting a Magnemite.
You have to work really, really hard nowadays to be completely 100% anonymous online. Because there's a funny thing called IP addresses, where people can actually track you through those.
Yeah. I mean, if they really care enough to put the effort into doing that, you know what I mean? Like, you really have to be someone significant for anyone to give a shit, even do that in the first place.
But, so, I mean, if you're using, like, normal social media stuff, it's not going to be hard to find people.
That was a pretty easy catch. Is there even much point of us continuing to go through here? Who am I naming this after anyway? Okay, the last thing I got was Hitmonlee that I named Markiplier, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, I know what we're naming this. We're naming this Magnemite Steve Harvey.
Yeah! Do you think that might be fitting? I don't know.
Steve Harvey as a Magnemite?
Steve Harvey as a Magnemite.
I don't know. Well, the whole thing here is I'm subscribed to the Family Feud. I don't think Harvey's gonna fit. Damn it. Let's see here. Stev Harvey. Cool. Stev Harvey. I'm subscribed to the Family Feud channel on YouTube. They just upload funny clips from the show. And man, Steve Harvey just makes that show. So even though it's the Family Feud channel, I can name this thing Family Feud. I'm gonna name it after Stev Harvey. Steve Harvey.
He's the real star of that show.
He's pretty much the best, like, I think the best game show host of all time. Like, oh my god. He's so hilarious.
You know, I think he definitely revived that show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He brought back from the dead.
Cool. So we got ourselves a Magnemite named Steve Harvey. All right, I guess we could explore this place a little bit. I mean, all we're gonna run into is some wild Pokemon and some items because we can't catch Zapdos. But yeah, I mean, they just come out with like, I don't know, just kind of whenever things happen, just like, you know, 20-second to 5-minute clips of just funny things that happen on the show. So it's fun just to see those every now and then. Yeah, I don't really watch full episodes of the show anymore. I just watch the clips that they upload on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what you really want to see. You want to see the funny stuff.
Well, I mean, you don't want to like sit through a bunch of boring stuff. You know.
I don't know. For me, the fun of watching a game show, though, like when I'm actually watching it, is like, how much do you know of the trivia yourself? Mm-hmm. That's what's fun for me. Is like, oh, I know the answer to this, or like, gosh, I don't know the answer to this. What is it? You know. So I actually did watch a lot of game shows as a kid, just for fun.
I watched a lot of Jeopardy and Do You Want to Be a Millionaire?
I watched a lot of Do You Want to Be a Millionaire? Mom used to watch Wheel of Fortune a lot, so I wound up seeing that.
Yeah, my grandma would watch some of that.
And then, what else? I mean, when I was a kid, they had those Nickelodeon game shows. Mm-hmm. So I saw a lot of, like, you know, Double Dare, Figure It Out. Oh, I watched so much Figure It Out. That one doesn't even get talked about very often anymore. Yeah, see? Because everyone knows, like, oh, Double Dare and Legends of the Hidden Temple. But, oh god, that's an Electrode. No, people never talk about Figure It Out. Figure It Out was a show that they would bring on a kid who has some sort of special talent. And the contestants are trying to guess what the kid's special talent is by a fill-in-the-blanks thing. every time they like guess something that's like related to the clue, you know, they get more blanks filled in, and like they narrow it down, kind of like Guess Who, where, you know, it's like, okay, is your talent animal related? Is your talent, you know, have anything to do with a sport? You know, stuff like that. And then the contestants were always Nickelodeon celebrities, like people who appeared on like All That and Kenan and Kel and you know, stuff like that. Would appear as contestants on Figure It Out. So the contestants were never, you know, regular people, which I think maybe that's one reason it didn't get that popular.
Yeah, well, the moment you put celebrities into like a game show or something like that, it automatically cheapens it. And like no one wants to watch that anymore. It's more fun when you have like non-celebrity people who you can relate to.
Yeah, it was still funny because they were still, you know, entertaining. They would come up with some funny, like, you know, some of them were obviously, you know, they were trying to actually do their best to play a game show, and other guys were just goofing around.
Nice.
So it was kind of fun. But and then the big thing with the show too was that every episode there was a secret slime word, and they would just pick any word or an action, and when one of the contestants said that word or did that action, a huge bucket of slime would fall on their heads from above.
You know, Nickelodeon did a lot of that slime stuff, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah, that was kind of one of their big trademark things back in the day.
I always wanted to know what it tasted like. Like, when I was a kid, I always wanted to, like, somehow sign up for one of those shows.
Just so you could taste the slime.
Just so I could eat the slime. Now, as an adult, when I look back on it, I am so glad I never got onto one of those shows.
Oh, really?
Because that would be embarrassing to be the kid who ate the slime.
I said, besides Figure It Out, of course, like I said, the other ones that everyone remembers are Double Dare, which was basically like the kid version of Family Feud. Just with physical challenges along with, like, you know, the question parts. Actually, were there even question parts, or was it just all physical challenges? I don't remember anymore.
I think it was all physical challenges.
And then Legends of the Hidden Temple, which was kind of at its tail end by the time I was able, you know, when I was growing up. Like, I only saw, like, the very tail end of its run. It was very much like an early 90s show, so I was just a baby. So I got to only see it at, like, its tail end.
Or at least remember seeing it at its tail end.
Right. But that was a show about... that was just an obstacle course show. Kids went through these obstacle courses to yeah, it was a really cool setup. It had that cool talking head that I don't remember the name of, but everyone else will, like, either look it up or already know and go, his name was this! Like,
how'd you forget, you idiot? I mean, you watched the show, didn't you? I mean, you were 2, but, you know, you should have known it.
Yeah. I wasn't old enough for that. Like, you know, I talk about how, like, I have a lot of nostalgia for the Super Nintendo, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I mean, Super Nintendo was already, like, by the time I was really old enough to play games, the Super Nintendo was already on its way out, and the N64 was coming in, so I have a lot more, like, nostalgia for the N64, and even then, I only experienced it for a couple years before the GameCube came out, so really the GameCube is what I grew up with.
Isaac?
Yeah.
How do you want your facial hair in this?
I mean, the way I usually have it.
So...
Because, like, I know I'm clean-shaven right now, but I still want to have facial hair in all the pictures for the consistency.
Okay.
Alright, and with that, we'll see you guys next episode for finishing exploring the power plant, I suppose. Then we're going to surf around to a lot of new places. See you then.
See ya.